This secret rod might be the new best grinding rod in the entire game. Honestly, it's kind of crazy how broken this is. So I'm going to show you guys the rod today, and I'm going to show you why this thing is so overpowered if you want to make money and XP, because it does really good with both. But before we begin, you guys, subscribe and hit that bell right now and like the video if you guys enjoyed. And guys, I'm giving away one of the rarest fish in the entire game. I'm giving away this chocolate ancient Kraken, you guys. If you guys want to win this, I'm doing a very special giveaway, and I'm going to explain what you have to do right now. For this one, all you have to do is follow me on Instagram. The link is down below. Go follow me and then send me a DM explaining why you want this fish. And in a week, I'm going to be picking one of you guys to win it, because this is literally one of the rarest fish in the whole game. It's so rare. And I made a whole video of me catching it, so go watch it if you want to see how I got this thing, because it is crazy. And also, you guys, we're about to give away a ×2 XP Game Pass right now. Shout out to Duckboy, because he won it in my Discord server. So if you guys want to win a giveaway just like Duckboy here did, then click the link down below right now to my Discord server, and you might win the next giveaway. We give away a lot of rare fish, and we give away Game Passes as well. Duckboy here just won the ×2 Experience Game Pass, which is going to be really useful for him. So yeah, let's give him the Game Pass really quickly, and congratulations. And again, if you guys want to win a free Game Pass or a rare fish, click the link down below right now to my Discord server, because we have a great community in there, and I do giveaways in there. So here we go, guys. Double XP Game Pass. Let's give it to him right now. Here you go, man. Congratulations, you just won ×2 Experience, which is the best Game Pass in the whole game, no question about it. And he just cursed at me. Of course, Duckboy, enjoy. So now I'm going to show you guys how to get this rod, because it is absolutely overpowered. And if you don't have this rod, you should honestly start saving up to get it really soon, especially if you don't have the Seraphic rod. This is probably the next best option. So to get this rod, first things first, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to complete the Atlantean Bestiary. If you don't know how to do this, it actually is not that hard. It's actually for a quest that you have to complete before you get to Atlantis. So your goal is to get into Atlantis, because this is one of the Atlantis rods, but it was buffed so much to make it overpowered, because you're going to want to do all the quests coming from the pirate ship right here. And one of the quests is going to include completing the Atlantean Bestiary. Basically, just talk to the pirate ship guy, and eventually you're going to have to go underwater, and you're going to have to set the TNT on fire down there. So you're going to need some diving gear, because you're going to be unlocking the Heart of Zeus. So the good news for you is that all you have to do is have access to the Atlantis, because you're really not going to need to like complete the Kraken stuff. If you haven't, I recommend you do, but if you haven't, you're not going to need it for this rod. All you have to do is have access to Atlantis. So just go to Atlantis if you want to get this rod, and it is that simple. All right, so if you don't have the Atlantis stuff complete, you know, don't cry, you'll be fine. All you need though is a lot of money. We're talking millions here, 1.8 million. So guys, for the location of the rod, you're going to want to come right here, and you're going to see the merchant. Just past the merchant, and you're going to want to complete this trial. You don't have to do all of them. At least have this trial completed. This one you can do with a buddy, or you can do by yourself. I did it all for a video, so it really is nice. It is the sunken trial. This one actually is not that bad whatsoever compared to some of the other ones. So just complete this, and then when you unlock the area, you're going to also unlock the rod. So here it is right here, the Tempest Rod. It is the most expensive one of the rods, but let me show you guys the stats. 90% lure speed, luck 120%, control 0.15, resilience 40%, and max kilograms 80,000 kilograms. Now, if you guys want a rod that is going to be overpowered and you don't have Seraphic, this is your rod right here. Let's compare the rods, in fact. Slightly lower lure speed, a little bit lower luck, lower control, but higher resilience. The thing about this rod is that it is overpowered, and it was recently buffed. So if you guys don't have this rod, I highly recommend you save up for this, because this might be your best rod to grind until you reach level 1000 for Seraphic rod. Or if you're waiting to get a rod like the Heavens Rod or something, this might honestly be better than the Heavens Rod for grinding. The lure speed is so high. In fact, this thing is literally better than the No Life Rod. Higher resilience, a little bit lower control, but it has higher luck and the same lure speed. So this thing is literally better than the level 500 rod, which is the No Life Rod. So if you guys want a rod that, in my opinion, might just be the best for grinding, this is it right here. And we're going to showcase just how overpowered this is. Now, if you guys want to know what kind of enchantment you should put, if you want to make money with this thing, you're going to want to put Quantum or Abyssal. Steady or Piercing is going to help you with your progress speed. If you want to make a lot of experience and reach max level, put Clever on it. And if you want a higher bar, put Control. Now, the stats on this thing for the price are really good. Is it honestly worth $1.8 million? Well, if you asked me before the update, I would say absolutely not. But now with this new rod buff, it is definitely worth it, especially because it's better than the no life rod. You can literally use this until you reach max level and unlock the seraphic rod, and you're honestly going to make a lot of money with this thing. Look how fast we're going to get a reel. Boom. Just like that, and we already caught a fish. It is that easy, and the luck on this thing is very, very decent as well. I mean, 120% luck is pretty good, especially considering the lure speed. Obviously, seraphic rod is better, although the Tempest Rod actually does have higher resilience. But the seraphic rod, it just looks cooler, has infinite max kilograms, higher. Okay, the seraphic rod is better. However, the Tempest Rod, this thing is honestly, this is something even I would honestly use for grinding. And I just bought this thing to show you guys in the video, but this might actually be one of my brand new grinding rods as well, because of how overpowered this thing is. And it is a really expensive price, but for a rod that you can use until the end game, this is definitely not bad at all. This is actually really good, surprisingly. So we're gonna be grinding with this a lot today. I'm not gonna really bother enchanting it right now because I really don't have any exalted relics. I gotta get some exalted relics, but dude, I mean, just straight up, this is literally the rod you should be using if you're not level 1000. If you're not level 1000 and you don't have a rod like Heavens and you want a more general grinding rod, you've got to use this thing. The bar is pretty decent, but the resilience on this thing is so high, dude. I mean, 40% is not bad at all. That's really good. That is really good. If there's one rod you should be saving for, this is your rod right here. It's expensive, don't get me wrong. We're not gonna deny that. This is a very expensive rod. However, once you make the money for this thing, I promise you it's gonna be so much worth it. Even when you reach level 1000, dude, you might actually want to use this rod still. Now, you're gonna want to put the enchantment once again based on what point you're at the game. If you're not max level, definitely put Clever on it, which you can get through regular relics. But when you're trying to make money with this thing, you're going to want to put Quantum on it. And of course, you can use this rod for like bestiaries and stuff as well, especially to catch like more rare fish, because this does have way better resilience than the seraphic rod. But dude, this rod buff might actually be one of the best. Hopefully they end up buffing seraphic rod. I mean, dude, this rod is literally the level 1000 rod and they nerfed it. Like, at least put higher resilience on this thing or increase the buff on it or increase the ability on it a little bit. But dude, still, the Tempest Rod, this is like the second rod to seraphic rod. I mean, honestly, bro, the Atlantis rods were pretty much doo-doo when the update first dropped, but now this is the rod other than seraphic rod. I mean, it's crazy, but we are catching a lot of plus 15 progress speed, so we're getting actually help with the progress speed for some of these fishes now, which to me is really funny. Okay, let's actually try this at the Atlantean Storm because I want to see how easy it is to catch rare fish with it. So let's go ahead and let's get started here. Let's see what we can catch. We caught 2 whirlpool marlins in a row, so I want to see some other fish we can catch really quickly as well. The mythical is minus 60 progress speed. Now, the bar is smaller than seraphic, but with the resilience, you guys, you're gonna not have a lot of problems catching fish. Like, you could see catching this is actually really not that bad because it's not moving a lot. Like, the fish is not moving a lot on the bar, and that's gonna help out a lot. That's actually a hexed void angler, so we caught a hexed with this bad boy. And if you guys are wondering about the plus 15 progress speed, that is actually the passive ability on this thing. So that's why the mythical was minus 60% instead of what the usual is, which I think is 75. So for the average fish that you catch in this game, it's actually going to be easier to catch. So if you dude, this is actually an overpowered ability. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to make catching rare fish a lot easier. I mean, we're catching a bunch of rares right now with plus 15 progress speed, and any like mythical you catch is actually going to be easier to catch as well. So dude, this is literally the rod. If you guys want a good rod, this is it right here. I'm not going to grind with it for too long. I just really wanted to showcase this because I'm surprised that the devs actually did this. I honestly did not think they would buff the rods for the Atlantis update. And before you guys comment, yes, I know I'm kind of late to the party and I'm okay with that. You know, I was trying to make some other videos. But regardless, bro, this might actually be my second grinding rod, only to seraphic rod. Only because the passive ability is overpowered. And honestly, dude, this, I mean, even the stats on this thing, it is hella expensive. Don't get me wrong, this thing is expensive as hell. But if you want a rod that's going to last you, not just until you reach level 1000, but it's gonna even last you even after that, this might be your money-making rod. I can't lie to you, this might actually be your new money-making rod. The passive ability is great, the stats on it are great. If you told me you were gonna use this over seraphic rod, I wouldn't even be mad at you. I'd be like, you know what, understandable, have a great day. But yeah, you guys, this was the Tempest Rod. This is the new best grinding rod in the entire game. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one, everybody. Stay blessed. Peace.